to the Community Collective series. This is our first of the featured businesses, and I am with Becky O'Neill, Virtual Business Services. So Becky, go ahead and tell us who you are and what your business does.
Hi, Liz. Yeah, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. This is an awesome way to give exposure to small businesses, which, right now is more important than ever. So this is awesome, and thank you guys for featuring me. So yeah, I'm Becky O'Neill, and I have a background in secondary education and math, and I was a teacher for a couple years, and then in the corporate world. And I'm still in the corporate world a little bit, but I'm also building my business, and it's a virtual assistant business, which I'm excited to tell you guys about today and kind of educate on what that means and what all I do.
Sure. So yeah, go ahead and tell us what a virtual assistant is, what you specifically do, because I know it can be different for everybody, and for you specifically, what you get into.
Absolutely. So basically, like you said, there's a wide range of virtual assistants, and basically a virtual assistant helps small businesses or sometimes larger businesses run different aspects of their business. So it can be a range of different tasks, and I'll kind of get into what I specifically do here in a little bit. But, owning your own business can be so overwhelming, usually is at points, and there's so many pieces to it. And sometimes different tasks distract business owners from building their business, and whether that's making sales or trying something new with their business. So outsourcing different tasks and taking that off of their plate helps allow them to keep building their business, which is obviously super important. So a lot of businesses are looking for virtual assistants to help with those different things. And, it's not just a time saver, it's also a money saver. A lot of businesses aren't ready or aren't at the point, or they don't need a full-time employee. It doesn't make sense for their business. So if you hire a virtual assistant, virtual consultant to do different little pieces, you're only paying for the time that you need, and you're not paying for equipment and a place for someone to sit, all those different pieces. So, you might only need someone 10, 20 hours a month, and that's all you have to pay for. So there's so many benefits and reasons why people are hiring virtual assistants right now. And it's not really a world I knew much about a year and a half ago. I think a lot of people don't, but it's certainly growing and super important to the growth and strength of small businesses.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. And what a lot of people deal with too when they're looking at VAs is they'll have somebody in another country kind of take that on, and that works for some people, but there might be a different kind of time zone or language barrier or whatever. And so I think it's nice that you're able to be in the United States on the United States timeline and able to kind of handle that. I guess provide a little bit of a different
like service kind of, and yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's true, and that is one of the great things though about a virtual assistant. I can work with someone in New York, in Canada, in California. I work with people all over the country in other countries. So yeah, it's awesome that we can kind of pick and choose who we want to work with, like you're saying.
Yeah. So explain to me exactly what services you provide for businesses.
Yeah, so there's kind of two pieces to my specific business. Right now I'm offering administrative services is one side, and then Pinterest management services is the other side. So I'll kind of start with the administrative services. And like I said, a lot of that is just taking these tasks off of business owners' plate. So I've done things like invoicing, I do a lot of spreadsheet like creation and maintenance. I do a lot of that in my corporate job. So I have a pretty great background in that. So I've created different trackers and spreadsheets for clients to help them with organization or provide analysis for maybe their clients. And I can create everything and have it presentation ready. And then my client just has to kind of look over it, make sure they agree, and it's ready to go for them. And it saves them all that time. I've done proofreading, repurposing content into presentations. I've helped clients look for employees if they are hiring other full-time employees and sort through those employees for them. I mean, it's just all these different tasks that that I can help and I can do for my clients to help free up some of their time. And I know a big holdback for business owners when they're thinking about, I need some help, but I'm afraid to let go of any piece of my business because it's scary. It's your business, it's your baby. Like, that's a scary thing to do. But with the technology that we have today, it's actually so easy. If you're connected with someone who you trust and you communicate well with, it's super easy to teach and learn and work together on these different tasks. So just like one example, I have a client and we use Boxer, which is like a walkie-talkie app. So we're talking back and forth just like we would be in person. And then I do a lot of reporting for her out of this database. So she uses Loom videos. So she goes on, creates a Loom video. Okay, here's where you go. You pull the report from here. Now I have that video forever and I can go refer back to it. It took her a couple minutes to create it. And now she doesn't have to worry about that task anymore. So, I get and I respect people being nervous about letting go of some of these tasks, but just knowing all the different technology we have, it makes it so much easier, and in the long run saves so much time.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's kind of the administrative side, and there's a ton of other different things, some social media posting, research for clients I do. It's really just, there's tons of options. Options are endless on the administrative side, really.
Basically, if anybody is interested, get in touch with you. See if whatever it is that they need taken care of, you're capable of doing, and it sounds like you're capable of doing a lot, right?
Absolutely. And the other thing too is there's other VAs that provide different services, like more specific, like copywriting or website creation, things like that. And so, anyone who is watching this, if they have something specific and they reach out to me and I don't provide those services, I have a big community of other VAs that I can reach out to and help them find someone that would be a good fit. So just, a side note, if someone's like, oh, I need help, but that's not exactly it, I can definitely still help, and I'm happy to help other business owners find someone who is a good fit for what they're needing.
That's great. So I know that you do stuff with Pinterest, and for me, I'm just now hearing about the importance of, I know what Pinterest is, but I'm just now starting to hear about the importance of Pinterest for businesses. So would you mind kind of touching on that a little bit and what you do with Pinterest?
Absolutely, yeah. Pinterest, most people, and I did it too up until like a year and a half, 2 years ago, think of Pinterest as, oh, I need to refinish this piece of furniture. How do I do that? Or I'm going to plan a wedding, get some ideas. And Pinterest is great for those kind of things, but it's become a huge marketing tool for small businesses, big businesses, almost any business. I was reading an article about Pinterest the other day, and it said there's now like 2 billion searches on Pinterest every month. And it's like, these people are out looking for anything. A lot of people are shopping off of Pinterest nowadays. It was like, not to be like a listing off all these stats, but I'm like a numbers person, so I like all these. But there was another one that was like 48% of Pinterest users are out there shopping for something. So it's like, people aren't just out there looking for different blogs and ideas and things like that. They're shopping. And so if you're a business who isn't using Pinterest right now, not for every business, but most businesses, you're missing out on a huge marketing opportunity. And so I provide Pinterest management services because Pinterest is different than other search engines. It's a visual search engine. And there's just specific pieces around SEO that are really important to know as you're optimizing your business Pinterest account. So I offer a couple different services with Pinterest. I do like a Pinterest audit. If you're a business who already has a Pinterest account and you just want someone to look at it and say, this part's really good, we need to work on your keywords in this description, you know, your pins could use some work, just different things like that. I can give just feedback and kind of a one-time consultation on that. Or if you're a business and like you, Liz, you're just learning that Pinterest is so important and you want to get out there and get on it, I can create your business account for you and give you a really solid foundation to get started and, you know, use what I know about SEO and keyword search and create some pins for you to start with, and just give you a really nice solid foundation to start from if you haven't done anything yet. And then the third option is monthly management. And with Pinterest, consistency is super important. So you don't want to just create your business account, put it out there and let it sit. You need to be pinning daily, really, and putting as much of your content out there as you can, along with pinning content of other people that relates to what your target audience is looking for. So it can be somewhat time consuming to stay consistent and stay on top of your Pinterest. And it's just not something that a lot of people know a whole lot about. So if it's not something you want to learn about, you can outsource that task and still reap the benefits of, you know, having an optimized account that's going to drive people to your website and make you sales eventually.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So
yeah, it's crazy how much Pinterest has evolved in the past couple of years, and it's so important. And I had no idea until like a year and a half ago that it was such an important tool for businesses.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people don't know that either.
Right.
So basically, you make other people's lives easier and you give their businesses more exposure. You allow businesses to grow and become more successful by giving you kind of the more time-consuming things, which I think is just going to be much more pertinent as we kind of move forward in this virtual world and navigating pandemic and all of that. So what is the best way to get in contact with you, Becky?
Definitely. So you can either email me. My email is hellobeckyoneill@gmail.com, or go to my Facebook business page, which is facebook.com/hellobeckyoneill. Basically, just remember Hello Becky O'Neill and you'll be set. And reach out to me on either of those places. And, you know, I have more information on my Facebook business page. It's kind of my website right now, as I'm still working on building that, but tons of information there. And like I said, you know, I'm always happy to connect other business owners with whether it's myself that can help you or someone else who has the skill set that you're looking for. I'd love to just connect with other business owners, either locally or in other places, and just talk about helping you build your business and give you back some of your precious time.
That's awesome. Everybody loves getting time back.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Becky, for joining me on this. I appreciate you taking the time to tell everybody about who you are.
Thank you so much for having me, and it was great to chat and look forward to hearing any questions anyone has.
Yeah, definitely.